So Atlanta Falcons finally got a quarterback in Kirk Cousins. He wears number 8. Kyle Pitts wears number 8. We thought he would buy that number 8 jersey. But apparently there was a speed bump in that thinking. Hear him out.
Hilarious. Yeah, so he wanted to switch numbers anyways. So it was like a perfect fit. He's like, I want to switch numbers. You want number 8. This is perfect. I was like, great. And then the league spoke into it. They're like, well, Kyle Pitts has a lot of jerseys that are number 8 with Pitts on the back. You would have to buy every single one.
To you or to Kyle?
Both of us would have to just write the check.
How big?
It was several $100,000.
Oh, yeah. No, we're not writing that check.
So I was like, I'm good with 18. And Kyle's like, I'm good with 8. So we're going with 8 and 18. Hilarious. Yeah, so he...
Now, this is news to me because I feel like whenever a player comes to a new team, they exchange numbers all the time. We've seen multiple times where they're like, oh, somebody wanted me to buy them a Rolex or something, and they do it and they just switch numbers. And there's other times where they're like, hey, man, we talked it out and he just gave me the number. So I've never heard a story, though, that you have to buy out all of the jerseys in order to switch the jersey, especially somebody like Kyle Pitts, who, of course, I love him. I'm a Florida Gator fan. He had a fantastic rookie season, and he hasn't really had a good season since. So you wouldn't think that he would be one of the highest selling jerseys in the NFL. And usually, ironically, I worked for the Atlanta Falcons before in sales, and don't the team that owned the player usually print the jerseys and it sells in their shop. And I think if you buy it online, it's custom order. So if that's the case, why would there be plethora number 8 jerseys out and around? And lastly, usually we don't care when we're fans. You know, that comes an antique jersey, especially if you're a good player. They will buy them anyway. So to force Kirk Cousins to buy all of the number 8 jerseys before he can even negotiate with Kyle Pitts to get that number 8 jersey sounds kind of fishy to me. And why have we never heard this before? Why has this never been spoken of before? No player has ever came out and said, oh, I got to buy the jerseys from the league first before I can switch jerseys. Just to give you an example, Jets fans, top wide receiver Garrett Wilson wears 17, and this season he decided that he's going to switch to his old college number 5. So a lot of us fans are upset about it. We love the ring we already made with it with GW17. I got a GW17 jersey myself, and he's just switching to 5 just like that. So why wasn't it reported that before he can switch his number, he has to buy all the Garrett Wilson 17 jerseys first? It just sounds fishy. It doesn't sound right. And it makes you wonder, is that really the true story? Which I don't think Kirk Cousins had any reason to lie, especially he's been getting a lot of press lately since he's been in the NFL Quarterback Netflix documentary. And he's been famous lately. He's played pretty solid, above average quarterback, wearing the gold chains. You know, he's liked everywhere he's gone, so he has no reason to lie. So was the NFL trying to get over on him because he's made so much money? We all know him as the business king when it comes to contracts. This sounds like a very fishy scenario. What do you think? Chime in the comments. Let me know. Am I wrong? Has this been the norm? Or does it sound fishy to you too? Yeah, Kirk Cousins switching to 18 instead of 8 because the NFL told him he had to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy all the Kyle Pitts number 8 jerseys off the shelves. What's your thoughts? I think it's crazy.